Okay, here we go with another session. This time you can actually get down on the floor into a sitting position, and we're going to do about 30 minutes or so on that midsection. Often gets forgotten about, don't always have enough time at the end of sessions to just focus on abdominals. You need to breathe continuously, don't hold your breath. Obviously breathing rhythm will come. I will give you modifications, those that need it. And at any time with these exercises you can stop, take a breath. Focus on your quality of exercise rather than quantity. So we're going to start in a sitting position, feet on the floor, back nice and tall. Imagine that piece of string attached to the top of the head, lift up through the back, round through it. So just rounding through the spine, just rounding forwards and backwards. Good, so keep that going while I put them on some music. Good, so just gentle movement through the back, tilting the pelvis under, keeping that chest forwards. Good, gradually make those moves just a little bit bigger. Good, so into a half roll back. So we're not going to take it all the way to the floor, just take it to wherever you're comfortable with. Just watch that lower back. So you just need to warm up the abdominals, bracing, keep the chest lifted. Exhale as you breathe that back, roll back, inhale, exhale back. So exhale away, inhale, release. Sitting up nice and tall, rounding through the back. Keeping their face looking forwards. Obviously I need to turn my head to face you. Good, we can take those arms out. Make it a little bit more intense, or you can take the hands across the chest and just go a little further. So take it a little further, wherever you're comfortable with, just rounding through the back, warming the spine up. Good. So your heels are now on the floor, toes are lifted. The further away you take those legs from the body, harder it will be. So just watch your lower back. Remember, don't attempt anything if you've got any lower back issues. Make sure your GP has given you authority to exercise. Good. When you're ready, take those arms back, or shoulders back, and just give me a little rotate to the right, back to centre and left. And then come back to centre, and then alternate those sides. So a little twist, side to side, and come back. Lifting up nice and tall as we go. Good. Now if you wish, you can take one arm out. Makes it more intense. So work at your own level. You will feel that tension through the legs. Good. Good. So each progression, you work at your own level. Good. Then take both arms out to side and come forwards. Arms forwards now. Open, open, close together. So keeping one arm forwards now, intensifying that weight. Remember, if you need to stop, rest whenever you need to. Good, give me two more. Good, watch that lower back. Good, one more. Good. Into that half roll back, so this time the arms are forwards. Going a little further each time, extending the legs a little further away. So breathe out as you go back. In as you come forwards. Good. And if you can, take it all the way to the floor. Into a straight leg sit up. Try not to use the momentum of the upper body to raise the chest. Try and work the core muscles to lift the shoulders and chest away from the floor. Good. Two more of these. Good, and this time we're going to stay down on the floor, bending the knees one at a time, bringing the feet fairly close to the bottom. Just keep your legs in position, keeping one knee bent, extend the opposite leg. Bring the hands across the chest, hands across the thighs are easier, hands to temples harder. Breathe in, and then exhale, curl up. So look towards your extended foot. Try not to let the abdominals pop up. So easier option, sliding the hands along the thighs, keeping an equal distance between the chin and the chest. Good. Good, one more. Keeping the shoulders down, keeping that knee bent, just bring that knee into the chest and extend. So knee in and extend. So knee and extend. Good, now we're going to bring the sit up in as well. Crunch, extend. Crunch, extend. Crunch, extend. Make sure you've still got the equal distance between the chin and the chest. Try not to pull on the head. At any time you'll stress the back of the neck. If you need to, just place the fingertips by the ears, or that easier option, hands across the chest or hands to the side. Breathe out. Good. Give me 4, 3, 2, and last one. Well done. Bending that knee, extending the opposite leg. Again, keep the navel pulled in. Option, sliding the hands along the thighs, hands across the chest, hands to temples. Just curl up and back. Good, so again you can just slide those hands along the thighs or take them on along the outside of the body, reaching towards the feet. Good. Nice and controlled. Reaching a little further each time if you can. Remember that difference between the neck, the chin and the chest. Lengthening through the neck. Good, one more. Then lower the shoulders. Bring that knee in and extend. Bring it in and extend. Focus on bringing that navel towards the spine. Good. Give me 4 more. And 3, nice and controlled. 2 more. And then we're going to bring that chest in as well. Are you with me? Here we go. So come in and extend. Come in. Either those hands to temples, hands across the chest, or reach. Go at your own pace. Rest when you need to. Remember, it's quality of exercise rather than quantity. And as in any of the previous videos, if you need to stop, rewind, do another set, the option's there, use it. Reach a little further each time. Extend that leg away, and if you want to, you can place the foot right back onto the floor or keep it lifted. Good, give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Well done. Bending both knees, feet back onto the floor. So that first leg that we have bent, keep it bent, extend that opposite leg, lengthening from the hip. This time again, either hands to temples or opposite hand, same leg as the hand as the extended leg. You're going to reach to the outside of that bent knee. So reach, reach. Try and keep the hips stable. So we're not moving the hips, you're just twisting from the waist. Reaching a little further, you can, if it neck aches at any time, you can place one hand at the base of the neck, just give a little bit of support. Or take a breather and join back in when you're more comfortable. Good, keep it going. Give me 8 more here. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keeping that knee bent. Bring that other leg in, straight leg into the chest, in and out. Shoulders down so the neck aches. It gets a little bit of a rest, I should say, shouldn't ache. Now this time, we're going to take the opposite hand across the outside of that knee as you come forwards. So reach, reach, reach. Crunch it across. So again, knee to chest, then extend. You can take that foot back to the floor if you need to. Good. How are we doing? Are we okay? Are you breathing? Don't hold that breath. You can take your arm out at shoulder height for balance if you need to. Good. Give me 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Take that foot to the floor. Rest the neck. Rest the shoulders. Take a breather. And then extend that knee that was bent. Again, you can keep that arm out for balance if you need to. So opposite hand to the opposite knee. Let's go. Good. Again, keep the hips grounded. Just lift the shoulder away from the floor if you can. Remember, if the neck aches, one hand at the base of the neck. Don't pull on the head. Keep the hips stable. Breathe. Good. Work it. Try and get that hand a little further on the outside of that bent knee if you can. Good. Give me 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Well done. Relax it down. Take a little breather. Arms by your side. Start with that knee into the chest. So knee away. Good. So taking that other arm out for balance if you need to. Opposite hand's going to come to the outside of that knee. Let's do this. Let's go. Good. If you need to stop at any time, do so. Remember, watch that neck. Gravity's trying to pull that head back to the floor. You're resisting. So you can get a lot of tension through the back of the neck. So rest if you need to. Reaching a little further to the outside of the knee. Try and get towards the ankle. Good. Reach a little further. Use your exhalation to lift the shoulders off the floor. Be 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. Well done. Give the shoulders and neck a little bit of a rest. Feet hip width apart. Just tilt the pelvis forwards and back. Just loosen off that lower back. Good. And then you're going to peel back all the way up off the mat into a shoulder bridge. Hold at the top. You can place your fingertips on the hip bones. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly roll it down. Try and feel each vertebrae one at a time back onto the mat. Tilt the pelvis again. Roll out, up and out. Exhale, lift. Hold. Keep breathing. Inhale and then exhale, lower the back one at a time. Back down onto the mat. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, lift again. Go a little quicker this time. Try and keep a nice flat stomach. Hips are level. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Good, just one more. Lift it as high, nice straight line between the knees, hips and the shoulders. Squeezing the bottom. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Good. Taking the feet just a little further away from the body. Again, hands along the thighs, hands across the chest or hands to temples. Slowly curl up for 2 counts. So lift up and lower. Again, equal distance between the chin and the chest. Good. Good, nice and controlled. Breathe out and lower. Good, one more. Lower it down. This time we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees come either side of the body. Just open up through those hips. Hands in front. You're going to come up and pulse. So 3, 2, 1, lower. 3, 2, 1, lower. 3, 2, 1, lower. Look through those legs, look forwards. Try and get a little higher each time with the shoulders. Good. Again. 3, 2, 1, lower. One more. Good. Take a break. Remember, if you're losing your quality of exercise, your technique, just take a break. Bring back in again. Another set. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, lower. Good. 4 more, please. Can you do it? Yes, you can. 3 more. 2 more. Last time. And release it off. Well done. Bringing those feet hip width apart. Now this time we're going to do what we call an 8 count move. Watch me, join me when you're ready. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back, 7 and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back, 7, 8, change legs. So 1, 2, hold 3, 4, 5, 6, back, 7 and 8. So 1, 2, extend, take the leg and let it hover across the floor. Change legs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back, 7 and 8. So we're alternating legs now. Good. So it's an 8 count move. You can focus on the legs only. Imagine somebody's pulling on your ankle, lengthening back. If you want to bring in the upper body, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back, 7 and 8. So the hands across the chest, extend away. And again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back, 7 and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back, 7 and 8. So this is called your dead bug. Lengthen. You can keep the shoulders down if you need to, and just extend the arms over the head, hands together. Again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back, 7 and 8. One more each side. Good, so if you count at the same time, helps your breathing. And rest it there, well done. Hands by your sides, cross the feet at the ankles, knees bent in line with the hips, draw the knees to the chest. Lower it back, so we're just lifting that tailbone off the mat. Now your progression here, either keep the feet crossed at the ankles, close to the bottom, or take the knees 90 degrees. A little bit of movement. Or if you wish, you can take the feet up towards the ceiling, heels up. Push it up. If you want to, you can place the palms facing upwards so you don't usually let those arms propel those feet up. So 2 counts in, 2 counts back. Good. So we're just focusing on the lower abdominals now. Focus on bringing the top of the hip towards that bottom rib. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Again, don't forget, remember you can pause, rewind, do another set of these exercises if you need to. Add this section onto one of the other videos. Good. Good, one more. And then we take 1 foot at a time down onto the floor. Never take both feet down at the same time. There's too much strain on that lower back. We're going to come up onto our elbows. Keeping one knee bent. Extend one leg. Bring the knee and extend. Good. Good. If you want to, you can take it to a straight leg. Again, any issues with the shoulders, take the shoulders back to the mat or the floor. Good. 3, 2, and last one, change legs. So again, extend. You can just come up onto those elbows with the knee and extend away if you wish. Or take it straight up, straight down. Breathe it. Remember your options. Good, shoulders down if you need to. 4, 3, 2, and last one. So again, you can stay on the floor if you wish, otherwise come up onto the elbows, bring both knees into the chest, and then take feet high, push away. The higher the feet, easier for the back. Any issues? Keep it high, or if you're comfortable, bring the knees to the chest. Good, just watch that back. And remember, take the shoulders down to the mat if you need to. Oh, we warmed up nicely now. Keep the chin long, neck long. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees in, and then just give me a little bicycle. Again, you can take the shoulders down to the floor if you need to. Higher the foot, easier for the back. lower the foot harder. So just watch that lower back. If you start to feel pain, stop. Good, again, feet up if you need to. And then down. Keep that back lengthened. Keep breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, just watch it. 3, 2, and last one. Well done. Bring the feet back to the floor one at a time, close to the bottom. Just give me that pelvic tilt again. Good. Loosening off that back. Okay. Extending these legs away. Take the hands over the head. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. So across that body, arms are out to the side. Good. Taking it across the body. Try not to push on that arm to elevate yourself off the floor. Use your core muscles. Good. Nice and strong, reaching a little further each time. Reach a little further, a little higher. You've got 4, 3, 2, and last one. Well done. Last little bit of exercise, then bringing the feet fairly close to the bottom, feet hip width apart. You're going to raise your shoulders off the floor. Take your left hand behind the back of the neck, your right arm, and once those shoulders are lifted off the floor, you're going to reach to that ankle as far as you can. So lift, reach 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Change sides. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Change again. Reach a little further. Keep the shoulders lifted. 3, 2, 1. Change. Reach. Good. Change. Reach it further. Keep the hips stable. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the shoulders. Now if you need to, the shoulders can stay on the floor. Just bring the rib, top of the rib, bottom hip towards each other. One more set, but we're going to alternate side to side. So give that neck a little bit of rest. After 4, 3, 2, exhale, lift, and just side to side. Keep looking forward, so look over the knees. Good, side to side. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Well done. I'm just conscious of the neck. If you're not used to doing so many abdominals in one go, you're going to get a lot of stress through the neck. So just releasing off the back, peel the hips up and away. So again, nice straight line. Push the tailbone towards your knees and away from the top of your head, and then roll it down. Good again. Good. Bringing the feet close to the bottom. Take your knees to one side of the body and take both arms across to the opposite side. Look towards your hands. Come back to centre. Again across the other side. Again, one more time each side. So take the knees over. Good, back to centre, across the other side. Good, bringing the knees back to centre, centre that body weight. Slowly extending those legs one at a time away from the body. Take the hands over the head, release the back, and lengthen right through from the fingertips, point the toes away. Good, slowly bending the knees, bringing the hands underneath the lower back, push that body up into a sitting position, turning to face me, just cross those legs and take the right hand down, left arm up, stretch it away, come back to centre, across the other side. So as I said, in any of these videos you can pause, rewind, repeat, add on to another section. Otherwise, take the hands behind the back, shoulders down and away, right ear to right shoulder. Loosen off that neck. Come back to centre, across the other side. Good, well done. Take a nice breath in. Reach up, exhale. Good, one arm out to the side, the other arm out to the side. Bring them both together. Give yourself a clap, everyone. I'm sure you've worked really hard. Like I said, repeat, pause, repeat, rewind, whatever you wish. Have a good day, whatever you may be doing. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to comment. Thank you.